Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and that intro is mind-blowing. That's AI, and that's Pika. Easy to use. You just text to video. It's a workflow that anybody can do. Can you imagine how this is going to change not only press releases, but all communication? And I've got a very interesting mashup clip with Jay Jacobs. He is from BlackRock, and he's talking about, well, what this new catalyst means, because we are at an inflection point. This is a mega force. Trillions of dollars are going to impact across all the sectors, changing all the portfolios. And what does it mean for your portfolio, and how do you prepare? And, this is going to change the way we handle data. It generates more valuable output. That's why I love Flare so much, as a side note. But first, let's take a look at what's going on in the market. Late last night, I attended the Ripple Custody webinar for their custody solution, and Cassie Craddock, the UK managing director, was there with a couple of other employees, and I can tell you it looks super secure. It has lots of customized functionality, and I think it's going to be a real winner for the company Ripple. Canary Capital is the second U.S. company to announce that they have filed for an XRP ETF. That's great news, because this is the kind of validation that that digital asset needs for the institutional investors. They're out of Nashville, Tennessee. I wish them all the luck, especially since the regulatory environment is still not perfect. Are you familiar with the DC FinTech Week? I think maybe you are, because Brad Garlinghouse has participated in the past as a speaker, and it starts in 12 days, and look who's speaking this year. If you look in the lower left-hand corner, I've got underlined in orange the CEO of Tether, and he's among people like the Director of Finance Protection Bureau, the Federal Deposit Insurance former chair, the current CFTC chairman, the CEO of the Financial Conduct Authority, and a handful of congressmen. Scammers don't get invited to conferences like this, just saying. And then look at the top there from the Chief Executive Officer, SBI Digital Asset Holdings. He's also the co-founder of the Linux Foundation. This is Fernando Luis Vasquez Cao. I popped into a live space last night and spoke about paying more attention to this Singapore-based SBI Digital Asset Holding Company. It's a wholly owned by the SBI Group here in Japan, and I am most impressed with the initiatives that are coming from this group. He is one of the key team members on the board of Asia Next. This has been formed by the SBI Digital Asset Holdings Group and SIX, which is part of the Swiss Stock Exchange. If you're a researcher, you want to put this company at the top of your list.
My name is Winston. I work for an organization called SBI Digital Markets. We're a fully licensed broker-dealer based in Singapore, licensed under the CMS regime and regulated by the MAS. SBI DM's vision is to position itself as a blockchain-agnostic hub to connect exchanges, security platforms, and brokerages into SBI so that we can facilitate the distribution and origination of product.
And today, Forbes did announce the world's best employers, and SBI did make the list. And a big press release that came out from the SBI camp today was their financial advice channel on YouTube hit 500,000 subscribers. That's kind of fun. You're looking at the top 100 by market cap, and Bitcoin has been going back and forth by just a percentage point in the red, and then the green, and then the red, and then the green. It's currently sitting at 62,142, and SUI is back in the green. You can see in the last 24 hours it's been a little volatile, but in actuality, the whole entire market has been in that condition. You can see that it's in the 7th position overall in terms of total value lockup. It has surpassed Avalanche, and it is nipping on the heels of Base. And some interesting data is 54% of Solana's outflows in the last 3 months have gone to SUI. About 2 hours ago, Tony from Thinking Crypto uploaded his interview with the co-founder and CEO of Miston Labs, which is behind SUI. That's Mr. Evan Cheng. And he was with Apple and Facebook and part of the original Libra team. We've got the big permissionless conference that started today, and Ripple sponsored the hackathon. They're live, and Joel Katz will be speaking. That's David Schwartz, the CTO of Ripple, and also Aaron McDonald, which is one of the co-founders of Futureverse. He's going to speak on open gaming. And the XRP Ledger, yes, is the sole diamond sponsor. Let me see if I can show you that. What a beautiful venue. I think it's gorgeous. It's in Utah. Yep, diamond sponsors, just one, XRP Ledger. Let's move to that mashup clip with Jay Jacobs from BlackRock, and you can start positioning yourself to think about putting AI into your portfolio. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.
Well, there's a lot of excitement around AI right now, and I think a lot of this stems from the fact that we've really hit kind of a new catalyst for artificial intelligence. Now, taking a step back, the idea of artificial intelligence has been around for a very long time. The Turing test, which was designed to determine if something was a computer or a human, was created in 1950. We've even had, Siri on our phones for over 10 years. But now we've hit this inflection point with ChatGPT and generative AI platforms that make it more accessible and frankly more useful than ever before. So I think a lot of investors are just trying to figure out, what does this mean? What does this mean for my portfolios? What does this mean for my everyday lives? And how do I prepare for this? We're still in really early stages of the AI theme. Let's just zoom back. ChatGPT was released to the world in November 2022. So, we're a year and change beyond that at this point. Really powerful megaforces can take decades to fully develop and have the full impact of it felt. So, what are some of the other things to evolve over the next decade or so? I think one is they'll continue to fine tune this technology. Large language models could get more complex and more nuanced than ever before. I think two, we're seeing the growth of data at an exponential rate. And at its very fundamental basis, AI is just about leveraging data to get more insights, more valuable, generate more valuable outputs. And the third thing is that we're getting more computing power than ever before. The semiconductors are getting more powerful. We're seeing hundreds of billions of dollars invested in data centers and really aggregating all of this compute into artificial intelligence. So if you have better models, more data, more computing power, you really start to see exponential growth in artificial intelligence and an exponential increase in the value of artificial intelligence. So put that all together, and the fact that we've been at this for 20 months, 21 months, it's still very early in this megaforce. If you look under the hood, I think one of the most compelling opportunities right now is in the infrastructure layer of AI. What we mean by the infrastructure layer is semiconductors, digital infrastructure, even power infrastructure, because it's still early days. There could be different platforms that succeed in AI. There could be different products that succeed in AI. But regardless of what platform or product or kind of large language model of artificial intelligence wins, we know there's a common need, which are those semiconductors, the data centers, and the power. Right now, AI is going to really drive a lot of power demand growth. It's going to drive a lot of demand for semiconductors, particularly general processing, graphics processing units. It could even drive a lot of demand for things like copper and other materials that are necessary for data centers and digital infrastructure. So it's really about not just trying to predict the winners 10 years from now, but who are the companies that form that base layer of infrastructure today and are benefiting from this build out.
And is there a geographical bias when you allocate to AI? Do you inherently allocate more to one part of the world than another, or is it pretty diverse geographically as well?
Right now, the artificial intelligence theme is very US driven. It could broaden out, and you could see more companies around the world kind of enter into the AI space as this theme develops. But if you look right now, the leaders across these different parts of the value chain, from some of the chip designers, from some of these LLM platforms, to the data centers, to the energy, a lot of that still is very US focused today.